What is up, everybody? It's your girl Juju the Master Manifester, and I am back with another video. Alrighty, give my client some time to come in. This is called Proud Family by Tory Lanez.
Starting with a blank page can be overwhelming. Grammarly gives you a
He
head
said,
start.
my nail's
Simply
too
type
long.
a
Here go the
prompt
music
to instantly
already.
generate an outline or a brainstorm.
Wait, what the music say? Let me shuffle the music. Why does this one keep coming? Let me refresh the page. Oh, yeah. I've been trying to find your heart. I'm still trying. You could find someone else, but you're still mine.
You can't roll a blunt to this one. You gotta light a J. You gotta puff a J on this one. You can't even drink Cristal on this one. You gotta drink Cristal. Try some red wine, oh gosh, a 9-7. This is for the grown and sexy.
Senior, you gotta work harder. That's what they're saying. Work harder. Dedicate more time, more energy. This came reversed. You got Nine of Swords, but this came reversed. Okay, so I'm gonna read to you about this card. I used to hate seeing this card, but it came in reverse, so that's good. So first, let's start out with the Seven of Sticks. So we're gonna see, because this is gonna be your energy, okay? I'm gonna pause the music. Reverse is good in this context. With this card, it's good, but whew, I was gonna say, goddamn, not the sleepless nights, but that card. And it's so crazy because every time I used to pull this card on myself, it would be spot on. I used to be like, oh my God. Okay, so let me read the meaning of this card. Seven of Sticks. All right, write the number 106 down. And I also forgot to look up your angel number too, Naima. So we'll look that up afterwards. Just remind me what the number is. And Asha, remind me as well, because I'll look yours up as well. All right, so the Seven of Sticks, the plant is the elderberry. The image says, according to legend, Uncle Monday was a witch doctor from Africa who was enslaved in South Carolina. He managed to escape and sought refuge among the Seminole. Uncle Monday promised himself that he would never let whites capture him again, so he asked the Seminole medicine man to turn him into an alligator so as to always be able to defend himself. He is said to still roam the swamps in either his alligator or human form, blessing or cursing anyone who crosses his path. So it came upright, so this is the positive. Standing your ground, strength in adversity, defending your beliefs. But what? The final showdown, a fair competition, protest, resisting authority, protecting what's rightfully yours, and the ability to summon inner strength. No motherfucking cap. This is spot on. And especially with what you're doing, like what your business stands for, you got to do that. You got to do that. Because just, I'm telling you, like speaking from my perspective, maybe with just the content that I make, like with TikTok, I had to grow thick skin because I had a lot of trolls. So this makes sense because what you're doing as a healer, a lot of people think that people like us, we're quacks. You know, they think that it's something wrong with us. You know, black people think like this too. You know, a lot of black people unfortunately still, and I hate to say it like unfortunately, because everybody has the right to their own beliefs. But when it comes down to, okay, you can't even think for yourself, that's when I think that's a mental illness. Like that, it gotta be a mental illness. You gotta be able to think for yourself. And if you really like, like you really studied the history of what's happened and how things came about, and that's still your choice, that's still your choice. It's nothing wrong with that. But when you still with the delusion, or you still think people like us are evil, people who are more into I can't even freaking talk, I'm trying to talk so fast, it's so much, people who are into alternative and holistic healing, people really think like that. But the good thing is, more people are awakening. And so, doing what you're doing is going to help people. But I would just say, make sure you're attracting the right clients, customers, followers, subscribers, supporters. Okay, so that's important to make sure you write that down. Always set your intention with everything. So if you want a successful business, write down what would make you feel successful, and also write down what type of customers and clients that you are attracting. Okay, and then also understanding that, I hate to say it, but sometimes you're going to have to fight for your beliefs. Also, being comfortable and confident with speaking about things to people that know the old version of you. Okay? Like, you got to get over that. You can't, because it's like, if you don't, it gives living two lives. And you don't want to give off that energy. Okay? So you got to stand strong in what you believe. And you got to live in that moment like it's your last moment. That's what he's saying. He literally said, like, the energy of this card said final showdown. Okay? She said, yes, more are awakened, and I'm tired of hiding who I am. Yeah. So if you're asking how can you bring more success, you're going to have to be that representative of what you're promoting. You cannot be fearful about speaking your truth. And if there is a disconnect with, you achieving the goal of success, whatever that looks like for you in your business, you know why it isn't happening. It's always going to be a reflection back to you. Okay. What are your beliefs? What are you standing for? What are you speaking? And it's not to say you got to shout from the rooftops what you practice. You don't have to do that. But you do need to stand your ground and say what you are no longer a part of. You don't got to scream that to the rooftops per se, but you still need to live in your truth. So you need to talk more about the things that you like and stop holding that in, because that's not translating well. Okay. So the next card would be the 9 of Swords, and it came in the reverse. So that says inner turmoil, deep-seated fears, secrets, releasing worry, hope, reaching out. So this is an acknowledgement of this energy. So the upright is anxiety, worry, fear, depression, nightmares, insomnia, hopelessness, trauma, and despair. So you have come out on the other side of that, but there's still some deep-rooted things that need to be worked through, okay? Inner turmoil. And I literally was just speaking about that, of just like being able to speak your truth, no embarrassment, no shame. Everybody has a different path in life, and it's okay to live in your own truth, because living in anything outside of your own truth it's just a disservice to you, So that's important. Look, see, because you got secrets, releasing worry, hope, and reaching out. So you are learning how to reach out when you do need help, so that you're not in this energy. That having that inner conflict of feeling like defeated about who you are and who you're becoming. You're not in that energy anymore. So that is a blessing. So definitely pat yourself on the back for growing and showing some growth within, your process. Everybody has a different process in how, things are playing out. But I just feel like you have nothing to really worry about. Everything that you're kind of having fear about, it's like in your mind. Just simply be, okay? Just be yourself, just be you. And everything else will follow. Everything in life will follow when you just start being you. Don't feel like you have to stay the same. I know you know this on the conscious level, but make sure that you are being conscious of the fact that you have that struggle, and maybe come up with an affirmation that is going to combat that negative belief. Okay? So does that make sense? She said, yes, I'm working through that now. Ooh, we've been putting in work. Absolutely. And as you can see, it's translating in the cards. It's showing, the growth. It's showing, because, we all know this all too well, especially on this journey. It says strength, compassion, completion, optimism, suffering. So just stop suffering. Put yourself out of your own misery. We only have one life to live at this present moment. So live life to the fullest. Don't live life in fear. Don't live life in fear of becoming who you want to be, because that's going to have a lot to do with your business. Also, think about the first business. The issue was not knowing yourself, and that not translating correctly to the people that the customers that you had. So now that you've grown, how can we translate this in a way that's going to empower you and empower others? So that's my next question. In this next phase of your life, the phase that you're in right now in this present moment, what do you need to do in order to fully step into this success? Some oracle cards too, okay?
Try to take advantage of him. He won't let him. He don't need him. So he treats him like he treats him. Better them than me. She don't agree with him. She's mad at that. He's not having that. So those opposites attract like magnets. She sees more than the Benz wagon. The friends tagging along with the flash.
What are you doing under here? You just want to say hey to the ladies? Come here. Own shit, so that way, you can do what you want to do, how you want to do it. You can't live life in fear of other people saying things, because they're gonna do that every time. But if I was sitting here worried about, what people have to say about me, do you think I would still be doing what I'm doing? Still pushing along, still going live every week or whatever, like still doing this, because you got to understand, like, I'm actually helping people. The people that's trolling, the root of that all is them being confused within their own selves. So they're going to come on my live and try to tell me something about myself. But see, me, I understand that you don't really even know about what you're practicing. So that's why you feel the need to come and have to try to say something to me. But do y'all see me going and scrolling through people's lives and, ooh, what you in here talking about God? Let me see what I could say. No, I don't do that. And I also don't fight other people to be right about my own beliefs. And so that is honestly, it goes hand in hand with the message. But you do have to stand for something. And that's what he's saying. Stand for your truth. Stand for what has helped you on your journey. And you know what's helped you. Religion has not helped you. You've tried it. You went that route. That did not help. Okay? But what you're doing now within your holistic healing, that helps. And you're at the point where you're helping other people. So you see the translation. You see what it means to, walk on this path. So you have to know what that means to you and stand for that. Okay? Let me see. My daughter says Leonard's a cute one and she hates cats. Oh, go and get that little kitten. She said they sure ain't. Yep, you absolutely right. LOL name. Right. Because they aren't happy with themselves. Jealous because we're free. Exactly. Right, I get it. They aren't living life, and religion did not help me. And that's what I want to get people. That's what I want people to understand. It's no disrespect to people that have their own beliefs. Everybody have their own path and journey that they're walking on. But to try to tell somebody else that what they're doing is bad, that's not right. Because you feel like what you practice and your God or whatever, however you perceive it, you feel like that makes you better. And I just think that's wrong. We shouldn't live like that, thinking that your beliefs make you better. Like that superior complex, yeah, no. And we're taught that in church. If you see somebody, they ain't living right or living by the word, you can call them out. That's why Christians think that they can say anything to anybody. And everybody ain't finna go for that shit. So it's just all about like standing for what you believe in, and not allowing other people's opinions to block your blessings, because good and well you have a relationship with God, and you probably got a better relationship with God than half of these people that be trolling have. But you can't explain that to somebody if this path ain't for them anyways. Most of them people be white, or either they be and it's nothing against white people. Our spiritual practice is exclusive to us. So they can't get in the party if they wanted to. So that's the real problem, I think. It is jealousy. People hate to see somebody else, comfortable and confident within what they're doing. So, yeah. And also, I don't believe in a lot of the things that they teach us in church. It's not the word itself. It's more of the teachings and the mentality of religion, the after effects. And I've helped a lot of women heal, men included. And a lot of people have church hurt. And a lot of people were abused in the church. A lot of people, like mental, physically, sexually. So that's where, for me, I have to be an advocate for what I do and what I practice, because what I'm doing actually is helping people. I've never had a client that I've cussed out. I've never had a client that I've talked down to. Even when I've been disrespected, some of the things that people do within religion, not just Christianity, but some of those tactics, I don't stand for that. And my morals and my beliefs don't align with that. The abuse or the negative side. And that's really, it's not God, it's people. And so me stepping outside of religion helped me realize I can still have a relationship with God. It's not going to look like other people, but that doesn't mean my relationship isn't real. So you just can't let people stop you from, walking your path. Okay. So let me see. Because what was my question? What was I about to ask, Asha? And I got to hurry up because my phone about to die and I forgot my charger. So you understand, though. It's like, it's no more of like standing on the fence about it. Get that? Because you got to be the one that's going to advocate for the people that's coming to you. And people have to feel comfortable and confident, like, in what you're doing. And I hate to say it, because it is a lot of people out here that's teaching about spirituality, and they're not really rooted in what they're doing, but they get people on board with their way of thinking because they're confident in what they're saying. So that is the basis of it. But you do have to have integrity about what you're doing and what you're saying. And that's what I stand for. I can't speak on what other people do, but just from my own experience before I was doing this, there are a lot of abusers and narcissists and pedophiles and predators within this community. So you do have to have discernment. But I feel like with how I like to do things, I like to empower my client to be able to do certain things for themselves. You should never be codependent on me to do your reading. You should still be able to connect with your own ancestors outside of what I'm telling you, And y'all know in my mentorship, that is how things go. Like, y'all know that. So I just say, structure things how you want them to be in your own business. But overall, you got to be the people that's coming to you. I hate to say it, but sometimes people are looking for somebody to help them find themselves. And they're also looking for somebody that's going to be their advocate. So you have to be confident in what you're doing and what you're saying. And that's going to be lost in translation if you're still struggling with speaking your truth. Do you see what I'm saying? You got to be able to stand 10 toes down behind what you're doing and what you built, because you have built something up to this point. But can you stand 10 toes and be like, yeah, this is what I do, this is who I am, and I don't care who has anything to say about it? Can you do that? Like, can you do that? Like, for real. I'm not saying make no post. I'm talking about in real life, in the real world. Okay? She said, "What I need to fully step into the success." Yeah. So I mean, they done answered it, and they done snatched your edges right along with it. Your ancestors have definitely answered this, and it makes perfect sense to me. So, Spirit, what is your encouragement for her moving forward on how to get there? So you got the Four of Pentacles, which is the Earth element, saving money, security, conservation, scarcity, control, frugality. So I think that what they're speaking on is like investing in yourself more, like spending money on what you want to go into your business. Like your money, like you got to put your money where your mouth is. You got to invest. You got to, like, I'm telling you, entrepreneurship is expensive, but you do make money, but you got to have your equipment. You got to have a camera. You got to have, a computer, a good, reliable computer. You got to have good, lighting, good sound. You got to have a setup. You got to have a space that's going to allow you to create what you're trying to create. So maybe start out creating a room, like a business room, somewhere in your house, outside of your regular office, okay? Because this will need to be the space where you create your products or work on your business ideas, okay? But that space in that room needs to be like a sanctuary, okay?
I've had my best time, yo. So deep in the hole in the wall.
She said, yes, I get that. Okay, I'm glad you do. I'm glad you get it. I'm glad that the message is clear. Let me see. We'll play one more song. I don't have space outside this room, but the other side. Okay, so let me see. What you might have to do, it might have to be, I'm trying to think of what you could. You just need some space to where you can create. It have to be a room. It could be the whole house. You know what I'm saying? But you need objects that can be in this room. You got to cleanse this room. You got to. The energy of this business has to be created in some type of space that this energy can flow into. Okay, so I'm trying to say they're trying to like say you need to declutter, but I'm trying to say this in a nice way of like they feel like you need to clear out some space so that you can bring some new energy in. Okay, and so this is mental, but they also mean like physical. Okay, like within your space. Okay, so along with the success, you're going to have to create a sanctuary, a area where this business is going to grow. You know, so that's what they're saying. Any other words of encouragement for her business? For her to build her business, to be a successful business? Sweet as a Georgia peach, kindness, tender care, charm, beauty, flirtation, delicious experience. I think self-love has a lot to do with this journey as well. So documenting your journey of self-love. Look what's on the bottom of the deck. Kiss my grits. No thank you, walk away, refusal, know your worth, self-respect, and strength. So this is speaking about, people are still going to be, sorry, my phone about to die, so I gotta wrap this up. But, this is on the bottom of the deck too. 2 peas in a pod. So you got the kiss my grits says, no thank you, walk away, refusal, know your worth, self-respect, and strength. So this card is talking about self-love, just as I said. It's like embracing yourself, the things about you that make you you, which is this sweet as a Georgia peach card is you all the way. Just a very sweet and genuine person. So trust that who you are as a person is beautiful, and trust that you're worthy of love. And this person is literally right around the corner because know your worth. So whoever is coming around that still ain't up to par, you got to know how to say no. You got to know how to walk away because look, 2 peas in a pod, soul partnerships, resonance, true love, mirror match, blessings, life mate. So this person is very, very much so tied to, look at this shit. Sweating like a sinner in church, guilt, remorse, nerves, worry, confession, coming clean, apology, integrity needed. So this is literally what Spirit was just saying. Like, living your truth. You know you're not this church lady no more. Like, you know this. So just stop. Like, just stop. Just stop. Because this is blocking what you need to be doing, okay? So you need to be in that divine feminine energy, you know, hair, makeup, nails. Like, you already embody this, but it's just more of having confidence, okay? And trusting, you know, when you say no and you walk away from somebody, you can't do that in a fear mentality or a lack mentality that, oh, this might be the last person that might be qualified. No, you know they don't add up because they don't look like what you asked for and what you requested. The person that you want is coming, but it has something to do with you having this confidence, and it has something to do with your business too. So the more that you put yourself out there with your business, that's going to increase the possibility of you meeting this person. Okay. So I hope this resonated. She said, my folks love this song. I create that desk and we'll be organizing it better. I need to throw all of this shit away. I can hear Papa saying that. Yeah, it's time. You got, and I think they said this before, Asha. You got to clear out old energy so new energy can come in, because the energy of the past is still in the frequency, and that needs to be like fully released. You can release it energetically, but there are still items in the home that is tying this energy to you. This could be old clothes, this could be old decorations, you know, et cetera, et cetera. And you know what Spirit is speaking on. So yes, ma'am. This was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Does anybody have any questions before I hop off?
Dedicating time when I really can't afford to be. I'll provide protection if you open up the door for me. Couple stairs, couple texts, couple dates, couple I think that we're ready, couple I think we should wait. Are we acting like a couple? I'm just trying to get it
Thank you to the
straight.
spirits who step forward. You may go back to the spirit realm. Goodbye.
For mistakes and then
Thank you, ladies. You're welcome, Asha. Thank you, Naima. She said great reading. Thank you to my admins. I appreciate you guys. If anybody's interested in joining my mentorship or booking a personal reading, as well as purchasing crystals, crystal jewelry, incense, handmade spiritual baths, or any other spiritual products, I have my links down below in the description box. So I didn't ask about the ancestor stepping forward. I just asked about your business. So I didn't ask like a specific person who was stepping forward. So that card that came out in the Hoodoo Tarot, that is representing you. Okay? So it's not an ancestor, it's representing you. Okay? It's a great reading as always.
energy invested in someone I saw potential in. Who kills chivalry? They need to get their sentence in. Meanwhile, we arguing and I can't get a sentence in. And just as I predicted, here we go again. They always say the hottest love is the coldest thing.
Okay, no problem. They were crystal clear. Absolutely. And I believe that I believe some readings, most readings we will go into like, is there a spirit who stepped forward? I feel like sometimes the emphasis needs to be more so on the client versus the spirit, because the spirit, I'm always giving an opportunity to talk about their life and share things. But other times, I think it's more important to focus on the topic at hand, which is your business. That's really regarding you, your success, steps that you can take, not even really a spirit and seeing into, their journey, because it's about your journey. But of course, when I do my prayer at the beginning, I ask spirit to speak through the cards and speak through me, the positive ancestors who have your highest interest and who wants to help you succeed within your business. So they were there, definitely. And like you said, you had an inkling of who that energy was that was talking. So that was probably him. Like you said it out your own mouth. So I'm pretty sure, his words was in there somewhere. Because I was definitely picking up like a paternal kind of energy. And he always gives that vibe. But yeah, ladies, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. This is Juju the Master Manifester, and I am out.